Okay, so here we go. You saw me doing all that nice little admin stuff. Okay, so we're going to talk about spelling week 3. We're talking number prefixes today. Number prefixes. Um, we'll take our spelling test, our pre-test here in a little bit, but first I want to talk to you. I'm going to show you the words. Here are the words right here. So, what is a number prefix? Um, if I look at the spelling words for a clue, can I figure out what is the number prefix? If you remember what a prefix is, you can. I think it'll help you out a lot. So, what is a prefix? What's a prefix on a word? I mean, we talked about suffixes, we talk about prefixes. We talk about these parts of a word. And what are the prefixes on these words? If I look at any one of these words, all of these have a prefix. So let's just, if we're going to look at one, let's just look at number 1 here. Okay, it obviously has some sort of prefix, and so what is a prefix? Anybody? Anybody at all? Okay, so let me just type this in here real quick. A prefix is a group of letters that make this smaller, I guess. That comes at the beginning of a word and changes the word's meaning. And sometimes it's spelling. So if I look up here at multicolor, what's the base word of that? The base word is going to be color. So if it's the letters that comes at the beginning of a word and changes the word's meaning, multi would be my prefix. So if I take and I'm just going to highlight multi right here. What does that mean? If you think of something being multicolored, multifaceted, multimedia, any of those, like the multimedia is right here, what does that mean? And it tells us that there's more than one, right? Multi is one, or I'm sorry, is more than one. You know, there's multiple people in the room. There are multiple ways of doing things. Multi means more than one. Whereas, on the other hand, if I were to look at monotone right here, it has a different, if something is monotone, it has a monotone, it has a one tone. So monotone would be someone who talks like this and never changes how they speak or their tone of voice. It's always like this, and it's very boring and very long and very sad. So mono is one. Monorail, one rail on a train, like at Disneyland. So all of these words have prefixes that mean tell us a number or a number that it's not. For instance, multicolor doesn't tell us that it's 2, 3, or 5. It simply tells us it's not 1. And mono doesn't tell us that if it's, it tells us that it's only one. It can't be anything else. It's only one. It's one tone. It's one rail in the case of monorail. And all of these words have a prefix that tells us a number like that. That's pretty much all I have to say about the prefixes. If you have any other questions on it, we'll talk about it in class. Preview this, study these words. We'll take our pre-test on Tuesday. So I'll see you guys there.